Rimam began to observe that her three kid aunts were getting thinner and thinner and slimmer instead of getting fatter. Her kids were looking malnourished. Mrs. Punariman became very worried. She called her three children several times, asking them what the problem was. The three kid aunts never told her anything because they were afraid to reveal Uncle Rimam's secrets. They remembered that Uncle Rimam had told them that if they tell their mother that the food is poisonous, she would get angry at them. The three kid aunts also remembered that Uncle Rimam had told them that they should never question an adult. And so the three kid aunts always told their mother that nothing was the problem and they were very fine and happy. But when their mother leaves, they would cry and cry, rubbing their tummy, rolling on the floor, while Uncle Rimam would sit eating all their food while they watch. And so, Mrs. Punarimam decided to play a trick. One day, she pretended that she had left the house, but she hid on the rooftop, peeping to see what would happen. She had left a lot of fish for her children to eat. Not long enough, Uncle Rimam stepped in, telling them the usual, telling them the food is poisonous, telling them never to eat the food, that it's meant for big ants and not baby ants, telling them if they eat the food, they'll fall sick and die, telling them it's a secret between them, telling them never to tell their mother because she would be angry. He told them that it's a secret between them, not knowing that Mrs. Punarimam was on the rooftop peeping and watching him. As usual, Uncle Rimam started eating all the fish one after the other while Mrs. Punarimam frowned in rage, in anger on the rooftop looking at him. Mrs. Punarimam could no longer take it anymore. She jumped down inside the sand pit looking at Uncle Rimam in rage while Uncle Rimam was confused, shaking and afraid. Uncle Rimam started stuttering and saying confusing things. Uncle Rimam threw the fish away and started saying, "Good afternoon, sister. Good morning, sister. Good morning. Good night. Hello, auntie, uncle. Bye-bye, sister. Fan, radio." Uncle Rimam said confusing things while Mrs. Punarimam looked at him in rage. "No wonder my kids are getting slimmer, you greedy Uncle Rimam," said Mrs. Punarimam. "You greedy Uncle Rimam. How could you deceive my kids? If you need your own food, why didn't you work for your own food?" Mrs. Punarimam turned to her kids in compassion. "Oh, my lovely kids, no wonder you all were getting slimmer and malnourished despite the plenty of food I've been leaving behind for you. My kids, I want you to learn this lesson. Not everything an adult says is true. When one adult tells you something confusing and frightening which you do not understand, ask questions. Tell another trusted adult. Speak up, oh my kids. The fact that someone's older than you does not mean they are always right. My kids, wisdom means knowing when to ask questions and seek the truth." It was a big shame. Uncle Rimam started sweating from head to toe.